Okay, so we're going to put some rocks in the foreground here of this painting of Crib Goch, and I'm mixing white with some burnt umber here, which is like a brown, and that'll be like my mid sort of colour. So let's get that in here. And I'm just looking for roughly the shape at this stage. Putting the rocks, putting them a different sort of size and different shape, and just so I got that variation really. And I think that might just do. And I'm going to go now to a thinner brush now, and let's work on a blue. So I'm mixing ultramarine blue with white, so that this will be on this shadow side, and so I'm just keeping it to the right, and that's all. Basically, you see, this is how I would rough in usually, but we're going to do this and actually finish it. So now what I want is raw sienna now with white, so I'm getting like a cream. So it's going to be a bit lighter than that. You'll see now. There we go. Can you see that standing out a bit more now? Now see, it's not white, but I can go lighter, and also what it means is I can go darker. And that's so important. It's always good to start with your mid sort of tones, and then you can come on then to something. Can you see how that's starting to build up now? Now, if I, on top of that now, get a more white and less of the actual raw sienna, it'll be lighter again, like the light is catching that end, and it's only a touch, and just leave it. That's all you want. And on the top of there, so it's not picking up too much what's underneath, and you're still getting that crisp effect. Can you see that? And let's just get light in there again, and down here, and here, and there's one bit here too, I think I got there. Now then, if I get I'm going to get the fine brush, the rigger brush now, that will give me I can get detail, and I'm going to mix now ultramarine blue with the cadmium red, or you could mix it with the burnt sienna, and it wouldn't matter as long as it's a dark sort of colour. A little bit of white with it, so it's not too stark. And we'll see how we get on here now. Let's get the edge of this rock in here. There we go. So again, I'm looking for just shapes, and I can rub that in too if I think it's a bit too pronounced. I can rub that in, but you can see how this is almost coming to look like a finished rock now. Okay, so let's work on this side as well, and on this one down here as well. So I've got the burnt umber, I've got blue, I've got a dark brown in which I mixed with the red and the blue, just for detail sort of colour. Okay, and let's get this one in here again. But you can see how these are starting to stand out now. And let's get this one in here again as well. And it needs dark umber there, umber there, right there. And you've got to watch as you go into the distance. You want it to be more softened really. You don't want it too harsh. So I can come in on darks in here now as well. So I'm just looking for crags basically, just where you get the cracks, and there we go. Now you don't want a lot more than that. And what I could do, I could make a dark green So I'm using the cadmium yellow, mixing the blue till it gets a darkish sort of green. Could put a little bit of red with it, not much, just to take it off. And I could put then like a cast shadow, see, with some of the rocks, like that. Can you see that? And then by here. And when you do shadows, you've got to go with the terrain, okay? You've got to go with the actual shape of... But I don't know if that's registering enough for you, and I can see that. There we go. But see, this is the fun part. This is where I often take my time with this, you know, when I'm doing a video. Obviously, you're motoring times your enemy and to get as much across when I'm painting. But this now, I tend to slow down a bit and take my time. And of course, with acrylic, it's all about corrections. It's all painting is just, but I hope that's not. You see, that is too uniform there. So I'd like to get it more jagged. There we go. I'd like to, because the rocks are quite sharp up here. They're quite, no, yeah, that's better. I'm happier with that. That's more, okay. So there we go.